What's good with y'all, man? So I know I make a vid in like a good little minute, but here we are, Genki Force Part 1. I was wrong. This shit ass. I did say in my last vid that I felt like, pardon me, I'm sick. I did feel like Genki Force would be good because how good it was for Man 24, but it looks like they lost the source to Genki Force. It lost its aura, it just lost everything. They lost the plot to Genki Force. Genki Force was about giving players to shine who were into anime, so on and so forth. So players that you wouldn't normally see get cards got cards on Genki Force. Like Jamal Williams. But remember Jamal Williams from Green Bay? Then he went to the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Then the Saints, I think, after that, and then he just became a ghost. Who else? Jarrett Stidham, and so on and so forth, right? And you know, can't lie, these cards is ass. They're boring. They're boring, right? You have different archetypes for all these champion cards, right? Jet, he has three different archetypes. Physical archetype, I believe a slot archetype. Yeah, slot archetype, and then what was the other one? A deep threat archetype. So essentially three different jet cards, and the appeal. Well, I guess the what separates them is the last bucket, the only over here. All three cards have something different for the last bucket, right? So route tech for two and a deep threat, deep out elite, deep in elite. Obviously the slot. I probably have slot-o-matic if I had to guess. I'm not gonna lie, I literally put no thought into these cards after I just saw how bad everything was. I just stopped caring. See slot-o-matic, short and elite, short out elite. So different archetypes for different needs. Like I said, promo garbage coming off the heels of the bowl. Did have high expectations for it, and it flopped. It failed miserably. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tough. But this dungeon diver pass right here. When you go over to let's see objectives, dungeon diver pass is basically the same as it was for Blitz. Lamar Jackson is not free. He lied to you. I'm not sure why anyone. I'm not sure anyone. I'm not sure why anyone would believe EA Sports when they said that it's a free LTD. It's a free LTD Lamar at the end of the field pass. They was right about one thing. He's here at the end of the field pass, but he is not free at all. And so to make your way through this field pass, you have to spend something. Some kind of currency has to be spent, mainly money, right? I got to level two. And this is going to tie into EA's bullshit, right? I got to level two because on release day, right, of Genki Force, EA Sports made an error in the store, and I believe on the cards that quick sell, right, the champions, right. I believe I could be mistaken, right. I'm not sure, but if you go back and watch that stream, right, it was a short stream, like towards the end or the beginning, I think, right. You're gonna see I quick sold. I pulled a Brian Dawkins, right, out of the first step of this the step offer. That's why I only see step two of four instead of step one of four, because it was through coins, right? I spent I think 100K coins or whatever it was, right? And I actually pulled a champion Brian Dawkins, and I was debating on stream: should I sell him in the auction block or do I quick sell him for all that power? No man, no one man should have all that power. You feel me? Because he went for a lot of power. I believe it was over like 100K power. So I was like, damn, like I really don't know. So what I did was I quick sold him, right, and made well over 100K power. Like that's why I'm at 240 like so quickly, right? Now I don't know if that was a glitch, right? If I'm pretty sure it was. I also did hear that one of the bundles for Genki Force for day one, it was giving out too many too much of the currency. And so what happened was they pulled everything out from the store. They pulled the whole power store out. They pulled everything out. They even pulled the events out. If you was in the game, it don't matter. It don't matter if you was winning or losing. You got pulled from your game. I got pulled from my game. I was up 21-7. I got pulled from the game. At first I thought dude rage quit. You feel me? But nah, they took everything down. They took everything down. They brought everything up, and what they did was this, right? They changed the prices at, in the power store. Day one, these weren't these prices. These prices weren't this outrageous on day one. They really weren't this outrageous on day one. I promise you. Go back and look at the stream. They was not this outrageous. So what they did was they realized that they was giving people too much of the power, too much of the power currency. They didn't like that, and they said, "I bet what we could do to fix it is real just increase the prices in the store," and that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to level up that diver dungeon pass is over here. You gotta buy these packs with the powers. You feel me? And not just that, but you gotta buy these packs as well too, with actual money. The more packs you buy, right? The more packs you buy, the more you can level up that pass. It's no different from Blitz. Only it's just slightly less outrageous because Blitz was in your face like, yeah, you want this Shador in Prime, you gotta spend I believe over like $300, whatever it was, something stupid, something really stupid. But yeah, this is no different from Blitz. It's probably just a little bit toned down, maybe barely at that. I don't know like what the exact math is. That you have to spend on packs in total to max it out. But I do know for a fact that if you want to go that route, which I have no idea why you want to do that, you wouldn't get Lamar Jackson until part two of the promo. Honestly, you wouldn't get him to part two of the promo. You know, and to be honest with you, it'd be a waste of your money and your time because he's only a 97 overall. He's gonna be replaced pretty fast, and not just that too, right? But you have to pay attention to the card, right? And actually go through all of his stats to make sure that he can even get certain abilities discounted. Because even though all this shit is right here discounted, most of this stuff he cannot get. So you have to double check it and look to make sure that he meets, that goal. For instance, dashing Deadeye, 1 AP, 94 throwing the run. Let's see if he gets that, right? All right, he just gets it. 95 throwing the run. Look at his accuracies: 96 medium, 97 short, 93 deep accuracy, right? And damn, excuse me. You gotta look through all that stuff to even see if he can even get certain stuff. 96 mid accuracy. What's he get? So he'll get that. But again, like I said, you gotta really look at it. Like don't just rush and assume that he'll get it. You really gotta take your time, look at the abilities, and then go back and look over at his stats to make sure that he meets the requirement. Because the last thing you want to do is spend X amount of money, right? Get the card, you're doing your ability stack, and then come to find out, oh shit, he's literally one stat short. Like he's 1 point short on a stat to get a certain ability, and now you're just like, damn, I done spent all that money, and I can't use that ability. It should, so yeah, be careful with that. Cause like I said, EA Sports, they are on some bullshit this year. All this shit in this bucket, I promise you, he's not getting all of this. There's gonna be some stuff here that he cannot get. I don't know what it is because I'm not looking at it. You feel me? But again, take your time. Go into the catalog, look at his card, his stats. If you're going to take that route, again, I don't advise it, right? Because the gameplay where it's at, the gameplay, and even the promo, it's all fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Literally, this is a terrible Madden year. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that person because believe me, when the game first came out, those first 4 or 5 months, I was glazing it as this was the best Madden in years. They did a complete 180. You feel me? They did a complete 180. Um, if you're a money spender and you're like, yo, I don't care, I got it. I make X, Y, and Z a month, so I'm straight. If you doing to spend money, I wouldn't recommend doing the diver pass. I'd recommend doing stuff that you could, sell. Like for instance, doing the crystal step over pack, right? That's what I did. I did that. Um, Also, if you're that much of a fool, what is that? Is it still here? It should be still here. I'm not doing this shit. If you're that much of a fool, come over here and fuck with this the bowl. You know what I'm saying? The step offers. It's 10 steps, $700, I believe. Go crazy, King. You know what I'm saying? You'll make hella coins, but it's kind of foolish though. It should. But yeah, don't recommend it. I really don't recommend none of that shit. You feel me? But that's really about it. Um, yeah, that's really about it, man. I was mistaken. Genki Force, ass. Part two should be much the same. Ass. If you guys already finished your event and got your 10 wins before you lost two for the first time and you got your event token, listen to me. Hold your token. Don't use it right now for I think it's Tyson Campbell for the Browns, the cornerback. Don't use it for him because one, his price is already low. I think it's like 1.4, whatever it is. He's pretty cheap. There he goes. Let's double check. 1.5. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a Browns theme team and you gotta have him, I guess go for it. But if not, what is this? All right, cool. Shout out to EA. But if not, I would not use I would not use my token on him. I will hold it till combine. I will get a second token next week from this promo. When it refreshes on Thursday, I get a second one. I would hold both of them until the combine drops, and I would use them then for the combine. Cause yeah, Genki Force, no one gives a fuck about this promo. This shit terrible. This is terrible. You know what I'm saying? What people are mainly doing is they're just getting two cheap Genki Force players, throwing them in lineup, and that's how they're getting their stats to them to track for the objectives. Because there's literally no reason why you'd want to use any of these champions. There's really no reason why you'd want to go do that. Like I'm not gonna lie, if you're doing that, you're probably foolish. Unless they're part of your theme team, then I guess that would make sense to me. But even DeForest Buckner, he's part of my theme team, but I'm good. I'm super good. Um, I feel like this is gonna be like Madden 24, where we were still running Super Bowl cards well into Combine. Like once Combine came out, then that's when we had switched over to Combine cards. And this might be that kind of year again where it's just that good, and the rest is just that trash. But yeah, I'm gonna holla at y'all.